There's a word my mother didn't allow us to say, not in English, in Dutch. And the reason why reveals something fascinating about how language evolves, how words become taboo, and why swear words are actually kind of amazing. Welkom bij de Dutch Door. Ga je mee? After we moved to Canada, there was this word, fokken. In Dutch, this word means to breed animals. That's it. You fucking dogs, you fucking horses. It's agricultural, it's boring. But my mum, she treated this word like it was radioactive. And here's why. It sounds almost identical to the English F word, but here's what I didn't know as a kid. They don't just sound the same, they are the same. Okay, so to understand this, we need to go back, way back, to Proto-Germanic, the language that would eventually split into Dutch, German, English, Swedish. And in Proto-Germanic, there was a root word that meant something like to strike or to thrust. Now, watch what happens. As these languages split and evolve, this one word takes different paths. In Dutch, fokken, to breed animals. In German, ficken, to have sex. In Swedish, focka, same thing. In English, you know what that means. Same word. But here's where it gets interesting. The Dutch actually preserve the original meaning. If someone in the Netherlands is opgefokt, literally overbred, it means they're agitated, stressed, wound up, like they've been struck repeatedly. We did use this word in daily language because, let's be honest, who talks about dog breeding? Who discusses breeding horses and cows unless you're a farmer? But opgefokt, that we'd use. You'd see someone all wound up and stressed, road rage, for example, and you'd say, look at him, he's so opgefokt. But we weren't allowed to say that. That original striking meaning, it's still right there. So here's the journey. To strike, to thrust, to breed, to fornicate. Each language just stopped at a different point. But it gets even more complicated when you're a Dutch kid in Canada. In Dutch, the word for subject, like a school subject, is spelled V-A-K. Now, if you're from the south of the Netherlands, you pronounce that with a hard V sound, vak. But we were from Amsterdam. And in Amsterdam, V's sound like F's. So when I talk about school, I'd say fuck. As in, what fuck do you have today? Yeah, well, you weren't allowed to say that one either. It's like the word douche, which in French and Dutch just means shower, completely innocent. But in English, an internal cleansing that just isn't part of everyday speak. My mother never used the word again. I found that kind of taboo silly. Here's what this reveals about why certain words become taboo or, at best, elementary school giggle words. The Dutch kept fokken for animals, kept it agricultural, safe. The English applied it to humans and it became one of the most offensive words in the language. But why? Because both cultures recognized the same thing. This word was too direct. It didn't hide behind euphemism. It pointed straight at the physical act. And that's exactly what makes a word powerful. What makes it shocking? It's not the letters, it's not the sounds, it's what the word represents. How directly it confronts something we've decided should be polite, indirect, hidden. And that's why swear words work. They break through all the social pleasantries and hit you with raw meaning. So was my mother right? She thought she was. Because even though we meant breeding animals, everyone else heard something very different. And here's what's fascinating. The evolution didn't stop 500 years ago. It's still happening. In the Netherlands today, they use the F word too, but they pronounce it a little differently with a softer, almost sound at the end, not the hard English pronunciation. And culturally, the word keeps evolving. 50 years ago in North America, people said making love. It was a polite euphemism. Today, people casually use the F word in everyday conversation. What was once the most shocking word in English is now almost mundane. The taboo is weakening. The shock value is fading. Each generation pushes the boundary a little further. What horrified our grandparents barely registers with teenagers today. Language is this living thing. It adapts, it changes, it moves across borders. My mother was protecting us from a word that's been evolving for 500 years, and in another 50 years, it might mean something completely different again. The words change, pronunciation shifts, the tolerance grows, but the fact that language keeps evolving, keeps adapting to how we live, how we talk, what we're comfortable saying, that never stops. And I think that's kind of beautiful, kind of cool.